case. So you can see here into my actual computer that we do have now the Shopify Let's Get Started section. I'm going to leave you guys a link down below in the description so you can get started totally for free today. Now with the link that I'm going to leave you down below, you have access to, let's say, a free trial of 3 days. But not only that, you have access to almost 3 months for any kind of plan that you choose inside Shopify for the next 3 months. It is not for free, but it's going to be costing you only $1 for the next 3 months. Once again, any kind of plan that you choose into Shopify. We can discuss the plans later, but let's get started into actually Shopify. If you click down below, it's going to be showing you, once again, let's get started. In this case, let's go for I am just starting. So this walkthrough, I'm going to be showing you how do we get started with an actual dropshipping store. So this step-by-step video is actually going to be full, truly step-by-step walkthrough. So let's go here into next. What would you like to sell? So usually what people do here is to only enable the online store. But what I can totally suggest you is that if you're just getting started and you have like not enough money to create a actual website, is to use the social media. And sometimes they list products into Google, Amazon, and more online marketplaces. In today's tutorial, we're going to be only focusing into the online store and to the social media as well. Let's go and scroll a little bit down and hit into next. Now, what do you plan to sell first? In this case, what I want you to do is to get started with dropshipping products. So now I'm going to hit down into next. And this is really important. Where will your business be located? So whether you are from Argentina, Mexico, United States, Canada, United Kingdom, it doesn't matter. What it truly matters to you is that if you choose the right actual country, this is the part where you want to add information about your taxes, about the shipping rates, and of course the dropshipper suppliers that can be, let's say, useful in your country. So in my case, I'm going to be choosing United States. So after that, I'm going to hit into next. And now my account has now been successfully created. So as you can see, it says sync your inventory with Shopify POS. And now we are inside Shopify. The best part of having a dropshipping store is that we don't have to buy absolutely anything, but just to manage our website. So in this case, we do have our Shopify store. In order to continue, it's really important that you have an actual active plan in order to add all the elements that you're going to be working with and to receive the money from day number 1. So once again, you can always go into your settings section. Inside here, let's go into plan. And inside plan, what you want to do is to choose the one that best suits for you. I'm going to go here and to choose an actual plan. And we have the basic plan, the Shopify plan, the advanced plan, and much more. So if you chose the link that we just gave you down below, you can see that all of these plans comes into only 3 months for $1. So that means that the basic, the Shopify, the advanced, even the starter plan, all of those cost you only $1 for the next 3 months. So choose the one that best suits for you and hit now to continue. Of course, there are a few ones that a lot of people actually works, but if you're just getting started into the Shopify, I can totally suggest you to use whether the basic plan or the starter plan. The simplest way to start selling social media and messaging applications. So choose that plans and hit now to continue. If you want to know a little bit more about your plans, you can always check out the plan details, and you have the payment info, the online credits, the features, the shipping discounts, and all of that. So once you check out all the plans that comes with your actual plan that you currently paid, let's go now into continue. This is the part where you wanted to customize your online store. And to get started with customizing your online store, usually here we'll have the setup guide inside Shopify. So as you can see, we have the find products to sell, we have the set up your online store, your store details, and launch your online store. So in order to get started here, as you can see here, we have the store section. So usually what I do before I continue is to go directly into settings. Now here into settings, what I want you to do is to locate the store details. Now into store details, I'm going to go here into edit. I'm going to change my store name. So here what we can do is to try to change, let's say for example, L month, like this. And I can change my store phone number. And I have my store email. I have the billing information, store currency, the time zone, the unit system, the order ID format, and I'm going to hit now into save. And now that we are here into this new section of my Shopify section, what I want to do is to scroll a little bit down and focus into brand. Inside brand, what I wanted to do is to get started by adding my logos and all of the information that we actually choose in order to get started here. So usually what I do here is to hit into add my logo, I hit into upload my image, and I want to add a PNG file that has no background of a specific logo. If you don't have a logo, you wanted to create a new one, let's say totally for free, I can totally suggest you to go here into canva.com. Now Canva is totally for free. There's a lot of resources, there's a lot of tools that you can use totally for free. So you can always go into search your content in Canva. Let's go for logo. And it's going to be showing you a lot of templates that you can choose to create your own totally for free. So in this case, I already have an actual custom logo, so I'm not going to be focusing a lot on that. So let's go here. I'm going to go here into done. So once you selected and created your actual branding company logo, I download those and I just import it here into Shopify. So I'm going to just close Canva for now. And now it's going to be asking me for my actual colors. So if you know what are your actual branding, let's say your niche, usually what I do is now that I have the actual elements here that I can work with the different colors that I'm going to be adding here into my store. If you don't have any idea, what you can do is to get started by just adding the commas and the most basic colors, for example, the RGB color, for example, red, green, and blue, or just black and white. If you want to do some minimalistic, let's say products. So I'm going to just focus into something like this. And here usually into the cover images, you can do exactly the same thing in Canva. You can use that logo to add this as a cover images, and later on you can implement that into your store. So now I'm going to go here into this slogan. Usually the brand statement or tagline often used along with your logo. This is the part where I actually wanted to have more information about my store. So for that, I'm going to open a new tab and go and type chat.openai.com. So now into ChatGPT, what I do is to give or receive a few ideas by the actual artificial intelligence. So let's say I have a dropshipping store that focuses into, so I need a short and catchy slogan ideas. So now ChatGPT is going to bring me shining in fashion, elegant jewelry for everyone, for example. If you kind of like this, just copy it and paste it into your store. If you don't like that, you can just create a new one inside this new ChatGPT. Now I can do exactly the same thing here. So I can go now create me a short description about my store. Right? So of course, here's a short and inside the description about your store. Since this one actually comes into Spanish, I'm going to just translate this into an English. So now the social links, you can add your Facebook, your Twitter, your Pinterest, your Instagram, TikTok, and all of those here. So usually I'm going to add YouTube. And what I'm going to be doing here is just to add the default of Shopify. So just as an example, of course, you can add your own here later. So you go here into save. So now check this out. Now what I do have here inside the section, I'm going to go now back and check this out. I'm going to go here into my online store. And this is the part where I wanted to customize my actual theme. Usually, since I'm going to be getting started with dropshipping, I want to do something easy, nice, and catchy. So what I do is to go here into theme library, create a theme, and visit the theme store. Now the theme store is going to be showing me a lot of themes that I can use. Of course, you wanted to focus only into the free versions because you don't want to pay actually for anything. But you don't have to worry about the free versions because we actually have really strong and useful elements that we can use. For example, we have this Soleto, the ride. Once again, remember that I wanted to focus into free ones. We would go into collections. And if you go into all themes, you can always categorize this into free only. So you have the free versions, they have the spotlights, the refresh, the ride, the dawn, taste, sense, and much more. So usually what people do is to only focus into the one that best suits for, let's say if I wanted to go for dropshipping for only one product, I can go and look out for origin. So now this is something that actually I could talk about at the end of the video, but it's really important that I can talk, let's say for example, before I can find the actual product. When it comes to finding the right product to do some dropshipping, what people commonly do, one of the common mistakes that people do into dropshipping is that they only add products that they are not even related into the same niche, or you add more than 5 products into your Shopify store or whatever dropshipping store. So usually what you want to do is to focus into an actual store, into an actual product that you can actually, let's say, track. You don't want to add more than 3. Let's say just only add 1 product if you're just getting started into a dropshipping store. You don't want to add a lot of products because you wanted to focus into only one niche. You want to be specified. You want to be specific into what you're actually selling into your actual stuff. So usually when you wanted to, let's say, get started with your theme library, I'm going to hit now into published. I hit into published and I hit now into customize. So I'm going to just go back. And now I have the origin current theme. I'm going to go here into customize. And there we go. So as you can see, it says, welcome to our store. Here's my Almond branding logo. And here have the testimonials, subscribe to our email list, our images, and actually that will be it. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be focusing to add only 1 dropshipping product, 1, 2, or even 3 products inside my dropshipping store, but not more than that. I'm going to explain that a little bit later. So here into handcrafted products, I'm going to go and change this heading for the actual slogan that actually is this one. So I'm going to copy it and I'm going to paste that here. Crafted, shining in fashion, elegant for everyone. So there we go. So what I want to do now is to try to change the image later. So we go here into rich text. And usually what I do is to add a new block. And you can add your own heading, your own text, or if you button. For example, I can go for button. And in this button label, I can go for buy now. And there we go. The first button links should lead me into the products and go into all products. So just hit now into save.